We are going to do something like example 2, but with a normal distribution. Now, we know what normal distributions look like. So when we draw our histogram, it should take on roughly the shape of a normal distribution. To generate numbers from a normal distribution, we can use randnorm. Randnorm 5, 20, 30 will produce a random sample of 30 drawn from a normal distribution with mean 20 and standard deviation 5. So in other words, when we get our histogram, we should see it centered around 20. So let's look at that. So I'm just going to clear off the work from 2. I'm also going to clear all the variables, something you should do reasonably regularly on your class pad. So we're going to go to the catalogue and across to R, and we're going to find randnorm. So standard deviation 5, mean 20, and we want a sample of 30 drawn from this list. And I'm going to store that in A, but I'm just going to try and use this A really rather than the variable. And it seems to have produced for us our sample of numbers, as we can see here. Now, let's go to statistics, and in here I'm just going to type A, and execute, and here they are. It's given them to me as a decimal, and I'm wondering in the last example if using the variable A made it give it to me as a fraction. But we can see our numbers here, and of course we should have 30 of them. So let's just go down, and there we go. We do have a sample of 30. So let's just make sure we're still set up. We're not here, so we need to make sure we're on main A. And then we can draw the histogram. Let's do it with a width maybe of 0.5 and see what that looks like. And we can see it doesn't look very normal at all, does it? Let's get a quick picture of that. Let's use the snipping tool, grab a quick picture, and we'll do a second sample and see what it looks like. So let's just paste that one in here and just make it a bit bigger so we can compare it nice and easily. And let's go and do another sample and see what that looks like. So if I just go here and execute, it should give me a new list of numbers. Let's go to statistics and let's go for a width of 0.5 as we did before. And it does look quite different. And if 10's there and 29 is there, the center, the highest bars are around the 20 mark as we'd expect. Looks quite different to this one. So let's just try a bigger sample and see what happens. This might not be easy to do on your handheld class pad. So what about if we take a sample of maybe 100? And let's go back to statistics. We should have 100 in this list now. And let's try that with 0.5. And it's higher in the middle. I might even try a slightly bigger sample though. Let's go back to main. Now, it might not like any numbers this big even on the computer. But let's try doing a sample of 1,000 and it doesn't like it. So it won't handle 1,000. Let's try maybe 200, see if that gives us a better picture. It's done that. So let's go back to statistics and see what this one looks like. And yeah, it's a bit more peaky in the middle. But you can see you'd need to take a very large sample for it to really start to look like the normal distribution. But note, with 2 and 36, the middle is probably around the 20 mark.